Seduce any woman and make her fall in love with you. Stoic life lessons. The greatest victory is over oneself. Aristotle. Have you ever been out with a woman, maybe someone you've just met, or someone you're already dating, and you can sense that moment of uncertainty? It's not something she consciously thinks about, but rather a vibe she picks up. She's wondering, is he leading this or am I? Because let's face it, what truly captivates a woman is being with a man who exudes strength, confidence, and that undeniable masculine presence. So, how do you project that dominant masculine energy? That's what we're going to uncover today on Win Stoic. I'll be sharing with you 5 essential traits, 5 ways to embody that commanding energy when you're with a woman. Let's be real, this is one of the most attractive qualities you can present. I've seen plenty of men who look tough on the outside, with tattoos and all, yet they falter when they're with a woman. They crumble, showing vulnerability that undermines their supposed toughness. True masculinity isn't about the exterior, it's about the energy you exude, the mindset you carry, especially around women. To drive this point home, let's consider 2 animals, a kitten and a tiger. Why does the tiger command more respect? It's simple. The tiger is harder to tame, harder to control. Now, relate this to women. They aren't seeking a kitten. They want the challenge of a tiger, something that takes effort to understand and tame. So how do you become that tiger? We're diving into 5 steps, 5 strategies, 5 mindsets for you to adopt when interacting with women. And these principles aren't just for dating. They apply in business and everyday interactions, projecting that strong masculine energy that garners respect universally. Welcome to Win Stoic, where we blend ancient wisdom with modern life. Let's get started. Number 1. The willingness to walk away. Now let's talk about the first trait, something crucial, the willingness to walk away. This tactic is more than just a party trick, it's a reflection of deeper Stoic life lessons. For instance, not showing too much interest or approval indiscriminately can be powerful. Many men, in the presence of a woman they find attractive, feel compelled to agree with everything she says or does, even if it goes against their own values or interests. This fear of disapproval can undermine genuine attraction. If a story she's sharing doesn't align with your standards or values, expressing your true feelings, calmly and respectfully, can set you apart. It shows you have personal standards and the self-respect to walk away from behavior you find unacceptable. When you're dating, this ability to walk away is crucial. Often, I hear frustrations like, "She cancels on me every time I try to make plans," or "She's always vague and never commits." The answer lies in your response. Instead of issuing ultimatums or expressing frustration, a simple, direct approach works best. Tell her, "Look, flakiness is a real turn-off for me. It was cool hanging out, but I'm not sure this is going to work out," and then genuinely walk away. The essence of these Stoic life lessons is about maintaining your self-worth and composure, regardless of external circumstances. In modern life, where dating can often seem like a game of endless options and superficial connections, embodying these principles sets you apart. It communicates that you are a person of value who doesn't need to compromise on their standards or chase validation. By showing a readiness to walk away, you not only increase your attractiveness, but also align your actions with the core tenets of what is Stoicism, fostering healthier and more meaningful connections. Number 2. Approval honesty. The second aspect we need to dive into, which ties seamlessly into the first, is approval honesty. Imagine you're in a flowing conversation where everything is clicking. It's perfectly fine to express genuine admiration like, "Oh my God, that's so cool." However, many guys make the mistake of dishing out instant approval right from the start, thinking it will enhance their attraction. Instead of immediately jumping in with compliments like, "Oh, that's so cool that you do that," or "Yeah, I love those shoes," take a step back and be more inquisitive with responses like, "Tell me more about that." This approach encourages her to put in effort to impress you, fostering a deeper connection and mutual respect. The more effort she invests, the more respect she will have for you. Building on this, avoid constantly qualifying yourself. For instance, if she mentions her ex-boyfriend's annoying habits, resist the urge to qualify yourself by saying, "Oh, I'd never be like that." This diminishes your value in her eyes. Instead, be confident and secure in your own interests and values. The Stoic mindset teaches us to remain true to ourselves, fostering respect and admiration naturally. Furthermore, a masculine move is letting her fit into your expectations without overpowering her. Mutual respect is key. Treat yourself with the same respect you offer her. A practical tip here is to embrace the idea of disqualifying yourself. For example, if she mentions she can't deal with messy guys and you know you're a bit of a slob, casually admit it. "Well, you might as well cross me off the list 'cause I'm a slob." This honesty shows you're not desperately seeking approval and you're comfortable with who you are. Consider this. A woman who values herself and her boundaries is likely to respect a man who does the same. As Seneca wisely stated, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." Are you showing that you are genuinely comfortable with your imperfections and strong in your convictions? This Stoic approach, which we embrace at Win Stoic, helps you build a foundation of respect and genuine connection, ultimately making you more intriguing and attractive. How can you integrate these principles into your daily interactions to foster more authentic and meaningful relationships? Number 3, be willing to say no. Now, moving on to the next thing, projecting that masculine vibe. Be willing to say no. One of the most powerful things you can do is to be willing to say no. Yes, that's right. The word no can be incredibly attractive to women. Think about it. When was the last time you saw someone gain respect by always agreeing to everything? Let me illustrate this with a story from my days waiting tables. I worked with a lot of young women, and there was this guy, Ali, who had a reputation for never saying no. If someone wanted to swap a shift, especially on a busy night like New Year's Eve, they'd go to Ali, flirt a bit, and he'd agree despite his own plans. Ali thought he was earning points, but in reality he was losing respect. Contrast that with my approach. If someone asked me to cover a shift on a night like New Year's Eve, I'd simply say, "No, I have plans." And you know what? They respected me more for it. Think about it. How often do we find ourselves doing favors that we wouldn't do for our closest friends, just because someone we're interested in asked us? If your friend asked you to hold their bag all night at a bar, you'd probably say no. So why do it for someone you barely know? The key is to maintain your self-respect and not become the easily tamed tiger. As the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By saying no, you're demonstrating control over your own actions and decisions, a cornerstone of the Stoic mindset. So, next time you're faced with a situation where you feel pressured to say yes, remember the power of a firm, confident no. It's not just about the word itself, but about what it represents: self-respect, confidence, and a Stoic approach to life. How can you start practicing this in your own life today? Thank you for being part of today's video. Before we proceed, I want to thank you for your participation in our community. Feel free to share your thoughts or simply comment, "I am a newbie," if you're new, or "I am a Stoic," if you've been around. Your interaction is a great source of motivation for us. Let's continue this journey together, shall we? Number 4. The concept of boundaries. Let's dive into an essential principle that can transform your interactions: the concept of boundaries. Imagine this. A woman might have a boundary where she doesn't engage in intimacy on the first date, and respecting this boundary is crucial. When she enforces this limit, you naturally respect her more, finding her more desirable because she maintains her standards despite any attraction. Now, as men, we should embody a similar approach, whether it's in our interactions with women or in our daily lives. For instance, my phone remains on Do Not Disturb all day, while I'm focused on writing and creating content. Interruptions from texts or calls disrupt my flow, so I set this boundary. A typical nice guy might worry about missing texts from a woman and adjust his boundaries to allow her messages through. But the attractive, confident move is to communicate clearly. During the day, my phone's on Do Not Disturb. If I don't respond immediately, I check it at lunch and get back to you. I'm not ignoring you, this is just my routine. This straightforwardness is both respectful and assertive. Boundaries extend beyond these examples. For instance, I often wake up very early. If I'm on a date, I might say, "I have an early start tomorrow, so I need to call it a night," instead of prolonging the evening unnecessarily. This sets clear limits and respects my time and commitments. Women often do the same, particularly single mothers who prioritize their children and follow strict routines. This dedication and firmness can make them more attractive because they don't easily bend their boundaries for new relationships. Consider friends who have set routines, like golfing every Sunday with their buddies. When they start dating someone, they make it clear that Sundays are reserved for golf. Women might test these boundaries, suggesting events that conflict with golf day. While initially giving up golf might seem like a sign of dedication, it can also signal that you're easily swayed. Women appreciate men who stand by their commitments and aren't easily tamed. So, what can we learn from this? Establishing and maintaining boundaries is a form of self-respect that others, including women, will respect and find attractive. In Stoic happiness and Stoicism today, setting boundaries is essential for personal integrity and fostering respect in relationships. What boundaries do you need to set in your life to ensure you're living in alignment with your values. How can you communicate these boundaries clearly and respectfully? By reflecting on these questions, you can create a more fulfilling and respected presence in your interactions. Thank you for watching this video on Seduce Any Woman and Make Her Fall in Love with You, Stoic Life Lessons, here on Win Stoic. Remember, true masculinity is about inner strength and character, not just an outward appearance. Love, while it can elevate us, also has the power to bring us down if misplaced. If you found value in this video, please give us a like and share it with your single friends who might benefit from this wisdom. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Leave a comment below and let's discuss how Stoic philosophy has impacted your approach to love and relationships. Your insights can help others on their journey. Don't forget to subscribe for more content that bridges ancient wisdom with modern life.